Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another story for you. This one is Am I the Astronaut for breaking up with my boyfriend after he chose me in an ultimatum. Oh, there's the plot twist in the title you didn't know you were getting today. Me, 27 female, and my boyfriend, 27 male, have been dating for 4 months. We have so much in common. He's super sweet and always goes the extra mile for me with grand romantic gestures, even asking me out by buying me my favorite comic book and leaving a sticky note between the pages confessing his feelings. I've never gotten anything but amazing vibes from him this whole time until now. However, boyfriend is a childhood friend, 27 female, I'll call Sid. My boyfriend was very upfront when we started dating that he and Sid had romantic feelings for each other in the past, but decided it would be best if they only stayed friends since they didn't want to risk their friendship. I never actually met Sid before and have only heard about her from boyfriend and vice versa. Time out, quick poll chat. He was upfront about this in the beginning of their relationship. Would you stay in that relationship upon receiving this information? Game on. About 2 weeks ago, my boyfriend texted me super distraught, telling me that Sid called him, saying that she was too jealous of me and my boyfriend's relationship, and that she couldn't stand being boyfriend's friend while he was happy in a relationship with me. She basically gave boyfriend an ultimatum of him having to break up with me or she would cut him out of her life. I was baffled by this, thinking that this 27-year-old woman who had mutually agreed with boyfriend that they would never date was so childish to give him a ridiculous ultimatum, and I voiced that to him. He got mad at me, saying it's not that simple, and seemed to be seriously considering breaking up with me just to stay friends with Sid. I was in disbelief that he couldn't see how manipulative and abusive this was, and that the obvious conclusion would be to cut her off since she was clearly toxic and controlling, but he was still on the fence, and we ended up taking a break and not talking while he thought it over. What? The next week and a half, he barely talks to me, telling me that he's in a very hard place, while I became increasingly frustrated that this would even be a hard choice. Like, we're in a happy relationship, and he's debating breaking up because his crazy friend can't handle her jealousy. I was fuming. He then finally came to me after that time of not talking, saying that he decided to choose me and leave his friendship with Sid behind. But by that time, I was so mad that it was even a choice that took 2 whole weeks to decide to begin with that I ended up breaking up with him anyway. Now, his friends are telling me I'm an asshole for not breaking up with him sooner because now Sid is still cutting him off for picking me over her and I'm still leaving him. Whereas if I had broken up with him during the weeks he was thinking it over, he would have at least been able to stay friends with Sid. But honestly, I didn't even realize how mad I was until he picked me and made it seem like he was some kind of martyr for doing so. Am I the astronaut?
Boy, bye.
There's an update. Before we get into that, let's get into this.
Bye. So.
Okay, not only is he a brozo, he's got a whole pack of brozos with him who are like willingly vocal about your relationship to you. So you get the immediate brozo presentation. It's like, this has been a really hard time for me, and I just want you to know that I've come to a decision. And like, I've chosen, pause for suspense, you. It's you, babe. I chose you. It only took me 2 weeks, too. Like, I'm pretty proud. Any self-respecting person in this position would be like, that's really gross. And like, bye. But then he came back to his bros, who probably consulted him about making this decision in the first place, right? They probably have some time invested with this douche canoe. And when they had the douche council and they were all sitting around and like, yes, battle plans. Oh yes, I do. I see that thread over there. I think the right choice is this, but we should sleep on it. Talk more tomorrow. The New Girl episode with Jessica Biel. Yes, at the wedding. Yeah. And Jess was trying really hard to land that the best man. He's like, oh, who do I choose? Yeah, it was bad. I don't think who would stay in this scenario, right? And I think you'd wait X amount of time. That's almost like the required adult thing to do, is it not? Because if you do it ahead of time, then it's like you're being petty. It's a petty breakup to avoid getting hurt, something like that. All right, let's dive into the update. Update! Apparently, Sid has completely cut ex-boyfriend off and blocked him on everything. He's begging me to take him back, even contacting my friends to attempt to convince me. Luckily, all my friends are telling him to F off. He wrote me some 2,000-word essay on how I'm the best thing that's ever happened. to him, and that he was blinded by his happy childhood memories of Sid. I also found out they slept together in the past before we started dating, so that's cool, but it was just a one-night stand to see what could have been. No.
Past friend.
Yeah. They were friends with a capital F. Or, judging by what we've seen from him so far, a little F. Either way, he was definitely hiding more about his relationship with Sid than I was told. I don't really care anymore, and I'm not taking him back. He's a grown-ass man who should have known better than to ghost me for 2 weeks to think it over, as if things would be the same after he decided to pick you. Doubt anything else interesting will happen, but I might update if it does. I'm honestly just hoping this will be a reality check for him, and he'll get the message. At least his friends have stopped bothering me. Shit! I wonder how long they bothered her for. Thinking it would actually change anything. Blah. They slept together, yeah. And so, like, chat called it too, though. Like, yeah, they've slept together. Or they're now. Maybe are. That's pretty gross, dude. I don't think, to me, it seems like OP's ex-boyfriend now doesn't know how to put himself on the opposite side. Doesn't know how to think about what it would feel like to receive the collateral damage of his decisions. Even the taking time to think. Never thought about how that would make her feel, which is all you need to know. That's all you need to know. That's it. If he couldn't think of you at all in that moment, you shouldn't be together. They did when he was thinking it over. Oh, like maybe Sid experienced him and wasn't impressed. And then was like, yeah, I'm out too. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm out too.